This is the Google Pixel 2 XL released in 2017. It brought some major upgrades over the first Pixel, including a refined design, a more modern setup with thinner bezels, the typical hardware improvements you would always expect, and most importantly, a curved display and a far better camera. Also, if you didn't know, in 2017, Google released two phones. That is the Pixel 2 and the Pixel 2 XL. While both phones were designed and marketed by Google, the manufacturing duties were split. The screens were sourced from different companies. The smaller Pixel 2 used an AMOLED panel, likely Samsung, while the larger Pixel 2 XL used a POLED panel from LG. Initially, Google intended for HTC to manufacture both, but later shifted the larger musky Pixel 2 XL was manufactured by LG, and the smaller model, the Pixel 2, as the Pixel 1 was, manufactured by HTC. Now let's revisit the Pixel 2 XL in 2026 and see how it's holding up in this new era. By the way, I'm Vice from Vice Tech. Let's get started. Built and design. The Pixel 2 XL was a flagship phone, and we're expecting a great build. It has Gorilla Glass front and back, and the sides are aluminum frame. This one is part of the glory days, where phones are awesomely built and also cheaper. New phones today mostly has plastic back, and you still need to pay twice of what we had in 2017. It sucks, but it's true. A typical Pixel phone fashion where the buttons are placed in one side. You have the USB Type-C port at the bottom with two stereo front-firing speakers. You will see a little bit age in front because of the bezels, but these are nice, better than the Pixel 1 because they are smaller and have the positions of the loud stereo speakers. It has a single camera module at the back, a classic Pixel phone look before the square camera bump. The screen size isn't that big. Imagine an XL version with 6 inches, right? Today, it's just the size of a regular Pixel phone. It has IP67 water and dust resistant. It can be dropped in the water 1 meter deep for half an hour. This phone is a little outdated now, but it has a solid build quality. A day where everyone is obsessed with pixel density, this one of the sharpest screen you'll ever find. Again, it's only 6 inches, so putting a 538 ppi density has resulted in a sharp screen. Before screen manufacturers introduced the higher refresher rate, we were all obsessed with higher pixel density back then, and this was and still is a sharp panel. The Pixel 2 and Pixel 2 XL are part of that generation. Sadly, they weren't really bright, as we observed Sony removed the 4K on its newer devices to make them more brighter and save energy. Looks like more pixels affect the brightness and drain more battery of the display, as this can only go as high as 438 nits. But the colors are vivid and the text are sharp. You wouldn't notice any pixelation on the text and icons, all housed in a smaller screen which favors one-hand use. It has an older 18:9 aspect ratio, and this panel supports always-on display. Although Google killed the headphone jack and they received scrutiny from the consumers by doing it, because everyone remembered how they mock Apple when they removed the headphone jack from their iPhones, and they followed it. But in return, they've included front-firing stereo speakers, so games and videos felt really immersive. But still, it wasn't an excuse, as Sony has front-facing stereo speakers plus a headphone jack. Also, it came with the rapid charging feature that will boost the battery from 0 to 50% in 30 minutes. You'll be looking around 1 hour and 10 minutes to charge your device fully. Not the fastest now, but still impressive. It also came with a USB Type-C cable end that until now Pixel phones are still using. And speaking of this one as a charger, compared to the newer Pixel phones that's more expensive but without a charging block. The charger powers a 3520 mAh battery that is more or less a day of use depending on your computational need. Next, performance. It has Snapdragon 835 coupled with 4 gigs of RAM. It will perform decent on day-to-day tasks. It's not the fastest phone for sure, but the processor is really good. Snapdragon 835 is somewhat in the ballpark performance of the newer mid-range chip, the Snapdragon 765. Again, sheer performance and game utilization is different if app developers utilizes their apps or games to work faster on a specific processor, regardless if you're using Snapdragon 835 or 888 or even MediaTek. Apps will work smoothly. But for sure performance, Pixel 2 XL is fast, somehow as fast as the high-end mid-range phones today. Next is the reliable fingerprint sensor. I'm not sure, but based on my test and everyday usage, it feels the same as what we have on the Pixel 3. I think it's the same hardware and technology. It is placed at the back, which is the most comfortable place, but still wasn't a fan of back fingerprint scanner. But again, it works very well. Once you grip the phone by your hands, your index finger can easily reach the sensor. It can open your phone in split seconds and always detect my fingerprint. Never have problems with it, even to date. Hey, if you own an old Pixel phone or any other old brand phones you see on our channel, we're making more videos of these phones in the future. Please hit the subscribe button to see more videos like this. Lastly, the single camera of Pixel 2 XL held its own. In daylight condition, this will perform similar to the newer Pixel phones, minus the background blur, as the newer sensor is bigger on the new Pixel phones. The only thing, if you're using this phone now, you will notice is the slower processing of HDR images. But I know that Pixel 2 or 2 XL has this dedicated image processing called Pixel Visual Core. Pixel 2 or 2 XL can also shoot 4K at 30 FPS with gyro EIS or electronic image stabilization. So really, a Pixel 2 XL in 2026. I know there are tons of phones in the market today, and it's our job as a tech reviewer to review newer phones and pitch that it's better than the older ones, which is true, and sometimes leaving the viewers wanting to buy the new phone depending on how good the review is, only to find out that once you use the new phone, it feels the same as the older ones. I will not recommend this as a main phone, but as a secondary phone, and not for gamers. No, the processor is aging, you simply won't enjoy it, and the battery life is just okay, not as big as the battery capacity of the newer phones today. And I'll recommend this to anyone on a budget that wants a great camera phone, awesome screen, and loud stereo speakers for simple uses, as this phone is now very cheap to own. And believe me, the camera is still better than some budget phones made to date. This older Pixel 2 XL is still a great option. I mean, how cheap it is and what it gives you, especially if you get the Panda color. It was and still is a beautiful phone. That's all I got for you today. Thank you for watching and have a great time. See you on the next one. Peace.